Checkity check. How we sounding? How we sounding? How we sound? How we sounding? Just a little bit over here. You know what? Huh. Huh. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, both fans. Yeah. This is gonna work. This is great. This is gonna look great. Oh my god, why would he start a stream if he wasn't ready? No, I get it. I really do. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Checkity check. We sounding all right? We sounding good? Let me see. Well, you could zoom in. I didn't even know you could do all that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some high level production shit here, yeah. Literally just threw this up in the garage, but let's talk about it, yo. Actually, you know what? End of the year, end of the season, end of the season, end of the year, end of the season, end of the year. Um, yes, sweeps for the Broncos, sweep for the Raiders. We got swept by the Chiefs. We ain't gonna talk about that right now, but let's do a uh, let's do a moment of silence for those going to Cancun after today's games. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to a moment of silence right here to the boys heading up to Cancun after this year, after the day. This is for the Raiders going to Cancun right now. Just moment of silence, respectfully. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Billa Sparks was good. What am I okay? I'm actually more than okay. I don't know if you see this, but we're going to be talking about the Chargers right now, Miss Bella. Season review. Chargers beat the Raiders' ass, swept them on the year. All good, clean American fun. National Football League. Herbert's doing Herbert things. Raiders doing Raider things. To be honest, this was like a lose-lose for the Raiders because if they lose, they help us. Like if we beat them, they help us, help our seeding, help our standing into the playoffs. Great. Um, but if they were to win, it hurts them double when it comes to draft status and draft positioning. Um, so that being said, it was a Saturday. It was basically like Saturday was set in stone. Like you see the games that happened: Bengals, Steelers, Ravens won. So then we're like, okay, we're playing the starters and we're trying to go get that 5 seed, baby. And man, we did it. It looked a little rough. Kind of things that don't normally happen in Chargers football. Being in the Cameron Dicker era, we don't really miss kicks, but we did. We missed one today, and then he went perfect after that. So I'm not really holding him. I'm not mad at it. Raiders jump out to an early 10-6 lead. They're kind of going up and down the field on the defense. A lot of guys playing for a lot of guys that are on the veteran minimum deals or on the 1 year deals trying to go get paid and go get the bag respectfully. Love to see that shit. It sucks that let me see. Hold on. I think that works. That was weird. You know what's crazy is that you put it's not for kids and it's still Still kind of gives you some kid shit, which is a little wild. But hey, um, lost my train of thought. Yeah, Herbert's looking good. Defense after Derwin kind of got on the ass a little bit. They got after it. They started balling, turned the game around. Basically, shut out. I mean, they were up 10 points, 10-6, and then Derwin gets on the defense ass a little bit. They kind of tighten it up, and then basically just dominate from there going forward. Super dope. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Derwin got on the defense, gave up 10 points. After that, we basically dominated time possession. Herbert was wheeling and dealing. Um, to be honest, I was listening to the first half of the game at work. Unfortunately, leave work and I'm just hearing the game, and it's just like AOC was moving the ball up and down. From what it sounded like in the first half, and then the last minute and a half, what they call the middle eight, the last eight of the second quarter, or the last four of the second quarter going into the third quarter. Chargers scored 13 points unanswered, bro, in like a minute and 5 seconds. Yeah, 105 is what Matt Money Smith said on the broadcast. Just over 5 minutes, and then they just over a minute they put up 13 points. Super good, and they basically rode that momentum into the half. Come out. I don't think they scored off the bat. I think they scored a field goal right off the bat coming out of the second half. Sorry, a little discombobulated right now. But the Raiders game is kind of hearsay, she say, hearsay, they say, he say, whatever. But we're really looking at the season as a whole. You finished the season on a 3-game win streak. Is it 3 games? Uh, was it Denver? Yeah, Denver, New England, and Las Vegas. Shout out the Powder Blues. The Powder Blues are heavy in the stands today. You can see them on the broadcast, and you can see all the gap. It kind of looked like a reverse San Diego game when you'd check out the Chargers game, and it'd be pods that were just empty, empty, empty. Raider fan, Raider fan, Raider fan, buckets of Raider fans. And then today it felt like it was opposite. You were in Vegas, and like Chargers fans were there showing up, and getting loud, which is awesome to see. They traveled. I say we, the Powder Blues as they call them. They traveled very well this year, man. Shout out to I believe he goes by the name of Thor creatively because he's dressed like Thor or like Thanos. I'm sorry, Thanos. He's a Charger super fan. I met him at a tailgate, and man, 11-6 on the year, basically getting flipped on its head. We went 5-12 the year before that under Brandon Staley. And I know everyone's like, oh, fuck Staley, yada yada yada. And hey, it's popular to say. I say the same thing too. But I will say this: fuck Staley. Thank you. I mean, I don't know who you would ask right now, but I feel like the conversation is kind of a debate would be is there to be had now between like, who's a better receiver? Who would you rather have, Zay Flowers or Quentin Johnson? Am I tripping? I feel like Zay. I feel like Zay Flowers is the Chargers have like a Lad McConkey, who I kind of feel like uh, resembles resembles what the fuck's his name? Brandon Flowers? Brandon Flowers? No, I don't know why. I ain't cheaped all day. I ain't cheaped all day, and I feel like my head's kind of spinning a little bit. So with that being said, I think we're gonna hop on that Raider pack, like I said in the thumbnail there. But you know, I feel like I'm jumbling all over my words right now, trying to get my thoughts together. Let me just kind of shout out QJ, Quentin Johnson, bro. This is his best game as a pro. I think he was like 14 targets, 13 receptions, 186. I don't think he got a tub. I don't think he did. But he was balling, bro. He had a variety of different catches, ran the digs, ran the goes, uh, kind of those little smoke screens where it's just him and one-on-one with the defender. And he's breaking a tackle, getting at least 8 yards falling forward. Looks great, man. Looked really, really good. So shout out Q. That little one-handed pull through, or like he put his one hand out there, ball stuck to it and he brought it back in, fell hard on it. And even upon him falling and going to the ground, it looked like he caught the ball. I know the Chargers went hurry up to try to see if they, before the Raiders could go up there and challenge it, but it looked like he caught it through and through. Tucked it awkwardly, but he was holding that shit like a loaf of bread long ways, Buzz, and he fell down, and it still stayed in place. And I was like, wow, that I can't believe he came through with that. I know Darius Davis had a touchdown that was called off due to penalties. No Rashawn Slater. I feel like that was a big deal today. You see, like penalties, holding guys. The protection was kind of a little here and there. Um, I remember hearing through the broadcast that Jim Harbaugh called the timeout because he thought Deion was in the neutral zone, and he calls the timeout early in the first quarter. And I was like, all right, he burned one. Don't really love to see that. And then on back-to-back plays, Joey Bosa gets hit with a neutral zone infraction. I'm like, bro, how big is this nigga's dome? Like, bro, you line up in the neutral zone, like you can't be there, son. But I mean, they overcome that. They overcome all the penalties. There's a lot of penalties where I was like, I was listening to the game mostly, but I was hearing that sort of things that were like happening where it's like, yo, it's the Chargers versus the refs, where it's like J.K. runs for like 6 yards, and then I hear Daniel Jeremiah and Matt Money Smith. Oh, he absolutely got face masked. Or look at Herbert get hit after he threw the ball, and the defender drives him into the ground. Or various. I was just hearing various different things where it's like, oh, Brock Bowers got open, but he shoved the shit out of the defender. Like, god damn, bro. Uh, let's go Chargers. What up, cuh? What up, baby? What up, David? Oh, I'll take a bit. Just consider a victory. Hey, just consider a victory lap. You tell me. You tell me. Got my edible right here. Shout out. Um, David, how you feel about the Chargers playing the Texans in the first round rather than the Ravens? So like how it works out, I believe. I think you got Buffalo, Denver. I'm gonna go Buffalo. But what I find interesting here is that I like the Chargers against Houston, right? That puts us back in KC. KC coming off their bye after they just got beat 38 to 35, 38-0, I think today. Um, I'm scared of them, honestly. I'm scared. I'm scared of the Ravens though, like an AFC Championship game, and then I feel like they'll make their own mistakes, bro. Because like Lamar, if Lamar wins his back-to-back MVP, right? I mean, I think it's him, but it's like I watch Lamar play and he's phenomenal. But there's sometimes I watch him where it's like, bro, that play should be so routine. How are you missing that? And maybe I don't watch enough Ravens game to be like, hey, he cleaned that shit up. But I'd watch. I've seen a couple Ravens games today. That not today, but this season, and watching him throw the ball, I'm like, okay, he's throwing the fuck out of it, and the guy is like grazing over the dude's head. I'm like, bro, take a little bit off. It just never. I don't know. He's got the numbers to back it up, but every time I watch it, I'm just like, I like a running quarterback, but I much rather prefer a quarterback that can run. Let me see. The Broncos, that loss didn't count for them. Broncos are good, but they beat an empty Chiefs team, man. The Chargers aren't very good at QB runs too, bro. No, for sure, you could see it. They got burnt on it in three different occasions. Kyler Murray, to some extent, Justin Fields burnt us. Um, did Mahomes really get us? I mean, I know Mahomes isn't really. I mean, yeah, Lamar. Lamar would be the third one, I would say. Yeah, that would be it. Kyler beat us with his legs. I feel like that being said, with a running QB, we struggle against them for sure. Um, but also, what I've seen as a reoccurring theme, we struggle mightily. If you have a skilled running back, bro, you're gonna eat against the Chargers. From what I've seen, like James Conner ate us up. Not to say Najee Harris did as well. Derrick Henry kind of started to do it to us. It'd be like, if it was 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, don't even. Yeah, it's gonna go fourth down. They're going for it, bro. That's just what it was. They were just beating us up. But I don't know, man. Ever since that, what has it been? The second half of the Denver game, almost the second half of the Chiefs game, they just turned it up. I think it's at least 10 quarters now of them playing good. No, I think it's at least like 15 quarters of them playing decent football. I know that the first half of the Broncos game wasn't crazy. And yes, Peanut, to acknowledge what you're saying, I know I'm going everywhere right now, but um, yes, they did beat an empty Chiefs team. To be honest, I kind of had the Chiefs winning that game still. Um, but yeah, the Broncos don't scare me like that. They can, I mean, they were putting it up against us for a little bit, but there's just something about them I don't love. I feel like Sean Payton's play calling leaves a lot for me to be desired. Where it's like, yeah, you're kind of helping these teams out. Like, I believe if they ran better plays or ran the ball more against the Bengals, they would have won and clinched already. But they wanted to do all that difficult shit. But or make Bo Nix Rookie of the Year, which he's not going to win. So that being said, Chargers go to Houston. That's next week too. That might be next Saturday. I'm kind of hoping. I'm kind of hoping for a Saturday game because I don't work Saturdays and I work Sundays, which is trash. But I'm really hoping that the game kicks off on Saturday. It's probably already up now, but then that leaves us to the Chiefs. Not overlooking the Texans, but I'm gonna probably call the Chargers game on that one. They put up 30 points. 30, I think at least 30 points in the last 3 or 4 games. I'm gonna call it. Let's say Chargers. I'm gonna call it Chargers 31. Nah, 6 field goals, 3 field goals. I'll call it 27-17 Chargers over the Texans. CJ Stroud will struggle. I believe that offensive line is leaky. They'll put up some points. I feel like they'll put up their points early. Chargers will get punched in the mouth, lock it down, shut it down, and then it's lights out on the way to KC, where we'll find a KC team that I feel like is flat-footed because they just got mollywopped. Yes, they rested. But I feel like that's always bad for morale when you get skunked, especially at home, I believe too, right? You got skunked at home. You're gonna be you'll be well rested for sure. But I just feel like the Chargers are starting to. It's the bias in me for sure. But I feel like the Chargers are gonna start rolling and rolling and rolling. And if you're the Chiefs or the Ravens that have already beat the Chargers before, what would you fix? What would you change? To be honest, I feel like it's benefited the Chargers that they did lose those games, so that they can make those adjustments. Where those like little things where you see in the Ravens game, if Q doesn't drop that third down on that shallow cross, it's a drive extender. Like certain things happen where you're like, okay, here we go. Like against the Broncos, the Scott Matlock first down reception, the Justin Herbert run. Just little things like that where it just gets the team going. And I feel like uh, as those teams have beaten us, they wouldn't really want to change too much where the Chargers can look at themselves and be like, hey, we need to be better and we'll beat these teams. Let me look at this comment real quick from you, David. This game started rough. I was pissed about the refs, bro. I can't comment too much about the Texans because I've been oblivious. I like our odds. QJ Paul, the hell is it? Shut the haters. Absolutely, man. And I feel like that game's it's gonna carry dividends for QJ, man. I think he is an emotional player. Not meaning that in a bad way. I just feel like when he's high, he's high. When he's low, he's low. And I feel like his lows, he's starting to get over it. Hey, you dropped the pass. Fuck it, next play. And it was just I was really happy. I'm really happy for him as a fan and just as a person, bro, because I know a lot of people in the comment sections were coming after him. And I think, after the Green Bay game of last year, bro, I was pretty much fed up myself. But I'm glad that the coaching staff here put their arm around him and he's balled out, man. He's looking like a good number one. He's looking like he's living up to the billing of a first round pick. Maybe not receptions because we have Lad McConkey and shit like that, but I feel like today QJ was like, I get it. We have Lad. I get it. He's nice. I'm nice too. And it was cool, bro. I'm happy to see him do that. DJ Chark got his first touchdown. No Joshua Palmer. Will Disley got a touchdown. Uh, we're just looking like we're rolling, man. I'd like to see Hayden Hurst catch a little bit more passes and Stone Smart, but that's me personally. Um, I like our odds against Texans, man. I'm gonna pretty much just I think wrap it up on that. Not too much more to say. See you in Houston, baby. Um, That being said, I want to enjoy myself to a little AOC, Adrian Pierce, Tom Telesco pack right here, baby. Let me see. Most of his routes were him slowing it down, taking advantage of those deep coverage. Yes, 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 yes. And as well as that, David, as far as like slowing down, I'm starting to see this as well. Is when there's a contested catch, you don't even have to catch the ball, but jump back into that DB to where it's like you're selling the play. Not to say Q's throwing his arms up, he's trying to go back and make a catch, but it's like you're physical, bro. Like you can see it. These guys are bouncing off you, fam. Use that to your advantage, box him out. I'd like to see Q in like 2 more years, bro, when he puts a little bit more size on, bro, because he's got a good frame. He has an extra 10, 15 pounds, bro. It's curtains, bro. It really is. Um, 20 minutes down, just like that, huh? Yeah, Chargers 11-6 season, man. Offense was frustrating, really like 70% of the season. Picked it up a little bit, picked it up quite a bit. Shout out Greg Roman. We were on your ass a little bit, but now we move in. Jesse Minter, I hope he's staying for one extra year, bro. I know everyone was sucking his dick a little bit, sucking his dick a lot of bit. Me too. I was like, yo, this is the same defense. This is my same team. We're not blowing leads like that. They're getting close, but they're not blowing the whole lead. I like that. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Rashawn Slater, get healthy, baby. We need you. Denzel Perryman. Denzel Perryman, if we have you in the Ravens game, bro, oh, we beating them niggas, boy. I'm telling you right now, if we have Denzel Perryman and Junior Colson knows which way is up from down, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. That's going to do it for me. Shout out the Bolts. Shout out the Chargers. And it's still FTR, baby. FTR, baby. Y'all know what it is. Bolt up. Leave a like. Leave a sub if you're not already doing so. And I'm going to hop on the game as soon as I finish this Raider pack right here, baby. And join me on that. We'll be on there. Yo, take it easy. You're